Hi, my name is Faith Womack, and I once got in a ridiculous fight with my husband over an app on my phone. You see, I'm very squirrely and I can miss things. I'm a little bit all over the place. And my husband kept encouraging me to get a specific organized app. It's called the Gmail app. And essentially the iPhone comes with its own email app, but this would apparently be better. And I remember driving down the road and telling him, honey, I know I've missed these emails. I know I missed that meeting, but I really don't want to download another app on my phone. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it easy. It's iPhone. The app will be fine. He was so incredibly patient with me while he said, Faith, it's worth trying it. You should at least just try it. But I was stubborn. I dug my heels into the sand. I said, no, I'm not downloading another app onto my home screen. I want it my way. And months go by. I continue to miss meetings. I miss notifications from my boys' teachers, like field trips or whatever. And the Lord continues to humble me, to show me that maybe my way isn't always the best way, especially when I'm prideful enough to not even try something. Eventually, I download the Gmail app. I try it out, I plug in my accounts super seamlessly, super easy, and all of a sudden, like magic, I'm getting my emails. I'm getting these notifications, I'm in the loop, I know when the field trips are and I know when the teacher meetings are. And I turned to my husband, I said, honey, this is actually really nice. Why didn't you tell me about it sooner? Along the way, my husband was so incredibly patient with me while I missed meetings and field trip notifications, and he had this unnecessary burden of having to text me, hey, did you see that email? We have a field trip on Thursday, or hey, are you coming to the teacher meeting? Lovingly, like Christ, he was patient with me, but I was able to love him back when I considered downloading that simple email app and making all of our lives so much more easier and so much more organized. But I learned a lot about my own stubbornness. What I thought was simpler, what I thought was easier, actually was making my life a whole lot more complicated. And I wasn't willing to consider that my husband might have insight that I didn't already have. I needed to be humbled in order to see that he sees things differently than me. He might have some insight that I should consider, or at least just try out. But I think that's marriage and the Christian walk. At times we come into issues or problems or life and we think we know exactly how things should go or how they should look from the outside. 2 apps on surface level does sound crazy. Let's be real. But the Lord humbled me to see actually there is a better option that makes my life so much easier. Instead of missing meetings and missing emails and notifications, I might have 2 apps on my phone, but I do get those notifications and I do know when those field trips are. Sometimes in Christian marriages, we need to be humbled in order to see that maybe what we perceive as more complicated is actually better. And I think that's the Christian walk, and in Christian marriage is growing into one and considering the other person's views and maybe testing out an app, dare I say it. And all of a sudden, I get my notifications. I get those emails and I get to show up as one with my husband.